Hi, everybody. I wanted to introduce a new tool that we're pretty excited about that we think can add a lot of value for our members. It's the Small Case Compare tool. So you can find it by clicking on Tools, Compare, and clicking the Small Case tab. And this tool was motivated by the observation that it's really hard to use the small case website to benchmark performance of the various funds. And it makes it very difficult for small case investors to see how their funds are doing and also to make decisions about which funds to invest in. Simple things like comparing fees across funds is difficult. Simple things like comparing return performance is difficult across funds. And so we created this tool to rectify this situation. One of the most important principles that we're using in building this tool is that we're focused on post launch return data only. And this is really, really important because a lot of the times when you go to small cases website, it's very hard to distinguish between the backtest data and the actual returns after the fund has launched. And this is a critical distinction because backtest data is of much lower quality. And the reason for that is a lot of managers build their algorithms and strategies based on what has worked in the past. So you're almost guaranteed to see good backtest data. The question is whether these strategies will actually work in the future or not, which is why we are really focused here on comparing the post-launch returns of each of the funds and ignoring the backtest data. So we built it with that principle, and we've really strived to create a database that includes all the high level, first level information that you would want in order to screen small cases and figure out which are the few that you want to do detailed work on, and also to make monitoring your small cases easier. So I'll quickly walk you through some of the columns in the database, and then I'll walk you through an example of how you can use this to, for example, monitor your small cases better. So first, couple of things to mention. So the first things to notice is we've included the benchmarks as rows in the table. So you can see here Nifty mid and Nifty large are rows that are included for benchmarking purposes. So one of the things you always want to do is compare the small case performance to the indexes because they're all trying to beat the indices over long periods of time. And for that reason, we really want to always revert back to the indices. So you can do that in the database easily. The second thing is let's go through the categories. So we have the name of the fund. You'll notice the name is a hyperlink. So whenever you want to learn more about a fund, you like, let's say I like the Capital Mine Momentum Fund, I want to learn more about it. If I just click, it'll take me to the small case website. And so it makes it easier for you to do your homework and diligence. Next column is a small case risk rating. And by the way, you can sort by any of these columns by clicking the down or up triangle up here. So that makes it easier for you to sort it or along whatever variable you want to sort it on. The small case risk rating is the rating that small case assigns to each fund. Now, this is based on backtest data and post-launch data. So again, you want to use this risk rating with a huge, huge pinch of salt. Also, it doesn't take into account the strategy a fund is using. Certain strategies tend to be more risky than other strategies. So you want to really think about the risk profile beyond just a small case risk rating. It's a starting point, but it should not be your finishing point in analysis. The next column that we have is strategy. So we have the strategies bucketed into various types. So you have momentum, factor, quantitative, passive, fundamentals, are the various strategies that we've included here amongst our and one more technical, which are the various strategies that small cases are employing. And you can sort similarly by these strategies. So you just want to look at the momentum strategies. You can just type in MOM here, and this will only show you the momentum strategies here. So you can use the search bar to filter further. So it's a really convenient way to help you figure out how to find the right small case for the particular strategy that you're using. And that brings me to a very important point. Whenever you're looking at this data, you want to make sure you're looking at the fund relative to other funds employing the same strategy. As an example, you'll notice looking at the data that momentum funds have done really, really well in the last 6 months, driven by that strategy working. Now, the question is, how well is a particular momentum fund doing versus other momentum funds? And do you think that strategy will continue to outperform in the future? So that's really how you want to be making decisions about what strategy you want to pursue. Our recommendation is to take a mix of various strategies as you build your portfolio. Next column is the track record. So the track record tells you how long the small case has been running post launch. So this is a really, really important field. You obviously want to use a higher bar for funds that have been not operating for a long track record, because there's more risk with these funds. Doesn't mean you can never invest in funds with short track records, but it means you should be a little more wary of getting into funds with a shorter track record and looking a little more carefully at them. Then the type, this tells you what kind of stocks they're invested in, large, mid, small, etc. Then a fee summary. So what is the fee that the small case is charging? Is it a percent of AUM? Is it a fixed annual fee? So this will give you data on this. If there's both a percent AUM fee and a annual fee listed, that's because the small case has a percent AUM fee as well as an upfront fee. So some small cases also have that kind of structure. Then we have the returns. We're showing here 1 month, 3 month, and 6 month returns on an absolute basis. So not annualized, an absolute basis. And then if we scroll to the right, we show more fields. So we are showing 1 year, 3 year, and since launch returns on an annualized basis. So lots of return data for you to chew on. And again, these are actual returns post-launch, no backtest data in here. And then we're showing Sharpe ratios as well. For those of you that aren't familiar with Sharpe ratios, it's a measure of the risk reward of a fund. It uses the return of the fund and compares it to the volatility of that fund. So that in a snapshot is the data that we're showing. Now let's pretend that we wanted to analyze Barossa Top 150. We're an investor in Barossa Top 150 and we wanted to analyze how it's doing. Let's take a look to see if we can use this tool to do that. Okay, so here's Barossa Top 150 right here. So let's see. Okay, so if I go to the returns snapshot, so in the 1 month, 3 month, and 6 month periods, it's generated a minus 1.1 return in the 1 month period, 5.4% return, and then 14.6% return, which looks like it's significantly lower than the Nifty in all periods. So we're going to want to understand why the fund has underperformed in these periods. And then if we go further, we'll notice that because the fund has been operating for a year, sorry, got to find it. So we'll tweak the UI to make it better and better. But for now, here is the Barossa Top 150. It's generated a 14.3% return in the 1 year period, which is much higher than the 1.8% return of the Nifty Large over that period. So it's outperformed on a 1 year basis, but recently post recovery, it's underperformed. So we're going to want to understand what is Bharosa Club saying about that in the blog, etc. Do we buy that strategy? Do we want to be more aggressive? Do we agree with their conservatism, etc.? So this will help you ask the right questions as you evaluate whether you want to stay in a small case or not. And similarly, if we look at the Sharpe ratios, it's performed relatively similar to the market in the last 3 months and 6 months. Over a 1 year period, it's performed better than the market in terms of Sharpe ratio. So let's say that we've now used the tool. We want to actually we want to actually compare it to other fundamental funds. So I go to the search bar, I type fund, and here are all the fundamental funds that are available. So here I can see how it's compared to other funds using fundamental strategies. So you can compare and see the analytics and make a decision and say, okay, IIFL also looks like a good fund. They're not charging a fee. Their performance seems similar or slightly better than Bharosa Top 150. Let me see if I like that better. So you can then click on each of the funds, read up on them, see how you want to go forward on your small case investment. So this is a really good example of how you can use the tool to make decisions. Hope this has been helpful. Hope you guys get a lot of value, and give us any feedback that you have in terms of making this tool better. We think it can really be helpful for you if you use it right and use it to help you with your research. So with that, have fun exploring the tool, and look forward to hearing your thoughts on everything.